Hi everyone, how to draw an environment like this. So I like to start with really basic shapes like you can see here. Then I make a rough sketch and then I clean it up. So let me show how I start with that. So I start with a perspective grid like this, and this is called an isometric perspective grid. You can use a ruler or a line tool to make the correct lines. So once I have a grid like this, I will start with drawing the basic shapes. For example, let's draw a house on here. So first I draw, according this grid, a shape on the ground. Then I'm going to give it some height, like this. And this is also really great practice for getting used to draw in 3D and to use construction. So then let's add a roof like this. So swipe to the right to see the next part about this. So I erase the line so you can barely see them. So now we can start drawing on top of it and try to design it a little bit more. So I'm still working according this grid, but I'm already thinking about what I want to draw on top of it. So I follow these lines, but I'm a bit more loose. So let's add the roof here. So something like this. So I always like to start with these big rough shapes, and later we can clean it up. But first I want to work with these kinds of shapes. So it's really important to learn how to draw these kinds of 3D shapes on a grid first, because then you can see, you can then actually use it to draw things like this, because everything you can draw can be built up with circles, cubes and cylinders. Let's add some more shapes on top of it. So here we can add this shape, and we can add a chimney, still following that grid we drew earlier. And it's okay to be loose because we want to be cartoony, right? So once you have the sketch you want, you can start drawing the final lines on top of the sketch. And then basically I just draw over the sketch and I start adding in the details like this, and I keep adding layers on top of it until I have something I like. So here drawing some details, for example here with this roof,